Welcome to storied Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. Is there really anything better than immersing yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday? We continue with this one. It's the UTSA Roadrunners and the Penn State Nittany Lions. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Catching up with the UTSA head coach before the game, he understands what a challenge this is. Number one, the stadium is one of the best in college football. Every time you step foot in this crowd, in this stadium, you have to be at your best from a communication standpoint. This top 25 team will be a challenge, and he understands his guys have their backs against the wall. They have to communicate and be effective at the line of scrimmage. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Roadrunners kicker headed to the football. The crowd eager, and off we go. The start of a new season. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. You start the season, top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Looking to throw, it's Beck. Bringing the heat. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Nice job by the QB. Sit back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Running inside, it's Martin. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one, too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12 wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Complete. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Motion from the back. Dropping back, it's Beck. Under fire. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Making side adjustments here. Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown, everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
We talked about it earlier. Now this home crowd making life difficult. They give it to him again. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking for a man. It's McCown. They're working that left side. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Nice move to pick up yardage. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And every offense has plays that they really hang their hat on. And back in 1970, it was the toss. The toss play used to be the thing. You don't see as much of this nowadays. It's early in the game. Maybe it's something you wanted to show. Or, listen, maybe the defensive is something you need to start focusing on.
We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. Dropping back, it's McCown. Lets it fly. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
and he had the first down yards. All he's got to do is bring in that catch, and that's a lot of times the frustrations by coaches. They understand where the sticks are, what they need to do, and right there, just secure the catch. I don't need to worry about the run after the catch. I got a first down.
He might want another play. Sends it back in motion. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Working that left side now. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
He'll throw on third down. Makes the grab. Still on his feet. Snags it and he's open. At the 20. Touchdown, Penn State. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Man, it's nice to be an offensive coordinator when you have this offense, because you can just call a couple plays, do what we need to do, make big plays, go down the field, put points on the board. This offense, man, they putting drives together like this. This could be a scary unit.
The ball bounces through the end zone and it will be a touchback. UTSA taking over and the offense heads out to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Catches it cleanly at the 20. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. He'll try to take it back. The 20. Out of bounds at the 18, and man, do they have great field position now.
You know, quarterbacks cannot stare down receivers, especially when thrown over the middle of the field. You've got to look these safeties off. That was going to be a small window to throw into anyway, but staring at that wide receiver made the safety's job so much easier.
Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. To the air, it's McCown. Grabs it in the middle, and he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The run inside. It's Martin. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Got a man. It's Sauer. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get 1st downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Oh, they're after him. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw, it's Beck. This time he's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. Maybe a crease. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Penn State!
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the 1st half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the 1st half.
And the extra point is good. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Gets open down the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. The Roadrunners in the hurry-up.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Well, the offense goes toss play, but guys, they do it running into the boundary where there's just not a lot of space and room to work for the running back. He had nowhere to go, and he got tackled for a loss.
The decibel meters about to explode. One of the great environments, wide-out level noise. And the missed connection on third down.
Ooh, that's one of those where you're breathing a big sigh of relief. That ball could have been intercepted, and worse, could have been intercepted in house, but offense caught a little bit of a break. Nice play by the defense, but the offense, glad to punt in this situation if they want to punt.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Back to pass, it's Beck. Here's the pressure. Got his man out of the backfield. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Off play action. Going to try to get it himself. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. He's looking to throw. Using his legs to buy some time. He'll throw it. He's got him. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback may change this route. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. And the penalty will be accepted. The offense says, thank you very much. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Gets the back moving. He's looking to throw. He tries to take the top off. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense. You're late in the first half. They're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
That's caught. It's Martin. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's begin with the West Virginia Mountaineers taking on the number 6 team, the Miami Hurricanes. And it's West Virginia sneaking out of here with an upset victory, and have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome.
UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
And the Roadrunners racing to the line in the hurry-up. To throw, it's McCown. Release to the back. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive.
Man, this is how we do it. Defensively, you go into halftime, you make adjustments, you talk about, we've seen them do this, we've seen them do that, let's get ready for it, let's have a plan. Plan executed, you could tell. They knew what was coming, did a great job defensively, forced an interception right out the gates to start the second half.
Running inside, it's Martin. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got it. Plows through the defense. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's fourth down.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Makes the grab past the marker. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. The run inside. It's Martin. Maybe some room here. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Roadrunner offense on its way out there to open this drive. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
So they'll get a fresh set of downs thanks to that roughing the passer penalty. It's 1st and 10. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's got it way down the field. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Back to throw, it's McCown. Deep shot for the end zone. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Oh, man, that's a touchdown. He's in the end zone. He has got to be able to make that catch.
Into the third quarter of this opening week of the season, it's now 2nd and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Henderson. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Blasted as he lets it go. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incomplete.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Wants to throw it again. Escapes the pressure to his right. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Third quarter, opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10. There's some room. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Roadrunners. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air. It's Beck. He unleashes a long one. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
The defenses are terrified of giving up that big play. I like the offense taking a shot down the field, showing the defense like, listen, hey, you're going to have to guard this. You better start being worried about the deep ball. Now maybe I can take some shots underneath, and it might loosen that secondary up a bit.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Caught in the backfield. It's Sauer. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Nittany Lions will hustle to the line. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Under fire. Makes the catch. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Nittany Lions are rolling down the field. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Unloads to the right. A strike downfield. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Ready, go. Go. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And after a very short pickup on that run, we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Oh, there's always football on the bad pitch. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. And they corral him at the 2-yard line.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
They'll send the back in motion. The snap sets up to throw. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Touchdown, Penn State. And they take it in for 6 more points. His third touchdown of this game and his third on the season.
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week 1 sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Looking for a man. It's McCown. Rush is on him. On the move and looking. Trying to drop one in, but it's incomplete.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back and going to get the quarterback.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down, get something positive. But how about the defense just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field?
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On fourth down, looking for the completion. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And it's the Roadrunners want to pick up the tempo.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass, it's McCown. Here comes the heat. He lets one fly deep. It's a big stride inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. Looking to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the fourth quarter.
Motion from the back. Lost to throw again. Looking to the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Heat up them pass rushers, bringing them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy.
Trying to take it back. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Wants to throw on first down. Moving out to the right. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
I tell you what, fourth quarter, you're trying to get to the quarterback, trying to get the ball back to your offense. But nice pursuit. Nice job making the QB scramble outside of the pocket, chasing him down. And even better, you got a gift. He runs out of bounds, so now the clock stops. Now you're saving time late in the ball game when it's really going to matter.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback making checks. Running inside. It's Martin. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Scanning the field, it's Beck. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Caught on the sideline. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal. The huge explosive play put them right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. They'll go to the air. Got it set up on the outside. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wide receiver going in motion. On target. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Booster. Wants to adjust the pattern. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And they've used their last timeout, and now the offense can start burning the clock. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Back to throw, it's McCown. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hardy. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now, to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve.